My precious child, you might not understand everything that's unfolding around you right now. The days may feel uncertain, the nights a little heavier, and your thoughts often wander between faith and fear. But I need you to listen to me closely, not with your ears, but with your spirit, that quiet place inside of you where my voice has always lived. There is a man I am sending to your house tomorrow. This visit is not random. It's not coincidence. It's not a chance encounter written by human plans. It has been arranged and prepared in heaven long before either of you knew how your stories would intersect. Every detail, every hesitation, every delay has been part of something divine. You have been waiting, praying, and asking me for clarity. You've whispered questions in the dark, the kind that never made it past your lips because your heart was too tired to say them out loud. I have heard every one of those prayers. I have read your heart as though it were open in my hands. And now, the time has come for an answer. Tomorrow marks the unfolding of a divine appointment, one that has been written in the book of your destiny. The man I am sending is not just anyone. He carries something sacred, something that belongs to both of you. He carries words I have placed in his spirit and a weight that I have watched him struggle to understand. There are confessions buried deep within him, emotions he has long tried to silence, and a truth he has been afraid to face. But I have been speaking to him, breaking down his fear layer by layer until he could no longer ignore my voice. Do not fear this moment. Do not run from it. I am the one arranging this meeting. Tonight, as you rest, you may dream dreams that feel strange or stirring. Do not dismiss them. I am preparing your spirit for what tomorrow holds. You might feel restless, like something unseen is drawing near. That is not anxiety. It is recognition. Your spirit senses the shift before your mind does. That too is not fear. That is me awakening your discernment. The encounter coming is not ordinary. It carries the scent of heaven, the mark of divine timing, and the weight of answered prayer. I know you have grown weary of waiting. You have waited for people who never returned, for promises that seemed to fade into silence. You have waited so long that you learned to expect disappointment before it even arrived. But this time is different. This time, I am not sending you another test. I am sending you revelation. This is not about reopening old wounds or reliving old pain. This is about healing, completion, and understanding. It's a moment of divine awareness, a knowing that bypasses reason. Your spirit will whisper, "This is the moment I've been prepared for." You have wondered whether anyone truly saw your worth, whether anyone understood the depth of your love, whether your kindness and patience ever mattered. And tomorrow, in one simple moment, I will show you that they did. This man has thought of you often, more times than he will admit. He has prayed for peace, but your name never left the edges of those prayers. He has carried regret quietly, afraid to face the weight of it. I have been working on him. I have been softening his heart, breaking his pride, teaching him how to see through eyes of humility. He almost didn't come. He almost convinced himself that it was too late, that too much time had passed, that you had moved on. But I reminded him again and again that obedience is better than comfort. I whispered your name in his spirit until he could no longer ignore it. I led his thoughts back to moments he buried, and I awakened a longing for truth. Tomorrow is not random. It is divine orchestration. I know you've built walls to protect yourself. I know you've told yourself you don't need anyone to come back. And you're right. You don't need them to complete you. I already completed you in me. But this is not about dependency. It's about destiny. It's about revelation. I'm not sending this man to fill a void. I'm sending him to confirm a promise. He will not arrive with perfect words. He will arrive with trembling ones. He will not look like the hero you imagined. He will come humbled, uncertain, but honest. And the honesty is sacred. It's a rare offering in a world that hides behind masks. You may feel the weight of the past trying to rise as you see him again. Memories that used to ache, words that once cut deep, but this time, those memories will no longer control you. They will only remind you how far I have brought you. You are not the same person you once were. You have grown stronger, wiser, softer in ways that reflect my image. He is not the same either. I have been reshaping his heart in silence, just as I've been strengthening yours. Tomorrow will be a conversation between two souls I have refined in different fires. You don't need to plan what to say. You don't need to protect yourself with rehearsed answers. Just be present. Be peaceful. Be who I created you to be. Authentic, open, and gentle in truth. Let your peace speak louder than your voice. Let my spirit do the talking where words fall short. This man may pause often. He may struggle to begin. Let the silence breathe. Let it make room for me to move between you both. I am not bringing you closure. I am bringing you clarity. You have prayed for clarity, not just in love, but in purpose. You've asked me to reveal who is meant to walk with you and who is only meant to teach you. You've asked me to separate truth from illusion. This is part of that answer. He will bring something with him, perhaps not in his hands, but near his heart, something personal, something he's kept for a long time, unsure why. It may be small, but it carries memory, meaning, and intention. He doesn't fully understand why he's bringing it. He only knows that he must. When you see it, your spirit will recognize its significance. Your heart will pause, a mixture of disbelief and understanding. You'll realize that this moment is not about coincidence. It's about completion. You'll look into his eyes and see vulnerability. You'll see a man learning how to be honest again. And if the past tries to whisper doubt, silence it with my promise. This is not the past repeating itself. This is redemption unfolding. You have prayed for me to reveal what was hidden. You have asked me to expose truth, even if it hurt. And I am answering that prayer, not through pain, but through peace. When he stands before you, your heart may beat fast. You may feel that familiar tremble of old emotions resurfacing. But remember, I am there. I am in that room, in the space between your breaths, guiding every word, holding every silence. Do not be afraid of what you feel. Emotion is not weakness. It is proof that your heart still believes. If tears fall, let them. You've carried too many unspoken words, too many quiet tears. Let them finally have a voice. You have spent years being strong, strong for others, strong for yourself, strong for survival. But this is not a moment that requires strength. This is a moment that requires surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Surrender your fear of being hurt. Surrender your urge to predict what happens next. Just rest in me. I am your shield. I am your peace. You may feel tempted to run, to protect yourself the moment vulnerability arrives. But I ask you to stay. Stay in the stillness I provide. Stay in the conversation until peace settles like a gentle wind. You don't owe anyone your pain story, but you do owe yourself the freedom of release. And this meeting will bring release. It's not only about him speaking, it's about you hearing, seeing, and letting go. Let go of what you thought should have happened. Let go of how you imagined love was supposed to look. Let go of the timelines and expectations. What I'm giving you now is not what you expected. It's what you needed. You may ask me, why now, God? Why not before? And my answer is simple. Because now both hearts are ready. Before, this connection would have broken you. Before, your faith was still fragile, your identity still forming. Before, his heart was still stubborn, unwilling to listen. But now both of you have been shaped by time, loss, prayer, and transformation. Now, you understand love through wisdom, not desperation. Now, he understands truth through humility, not pride. This timing is divine. It could not have happened sooner, and it did not need to happen later. Everything I do is on time. This moment will not just be about emotion. It will be about awakening, a deep spiritual recognition that will shift something inside you both. Do not analyze it too deeply. Do not rush to define it. Just allow it to unfold. Whether this meeting becomes a new beginning or a sacred goodbye, it will bring healing. It will align both of you with the truth I've been preparing you to see. And after this encounter, peace will follow you. A peace so gentle, you'll realize that something divine truly happened. My beloved, I am not sending him to disturb your peace. I am sending him to confirm your prayers. He may stumble through his words. He may not say everything perfectly, but I will speak through his honesty. Do not expect perfection, expect truth. Do not expect grandeur, expect grace. This is a holy moment, a turning point, a whisper of heaven written into your earthly timeline. And when that knock comes, breathe. Breathe deeply. Let go of fear. Feel my presence around you. I will be there. In your heartbeat, in your silence, in the calm after the tears. You are not alone. You have never been alone. You have carried so much. Dreams deferred, promises delayed, love misunderstood. But through it all, you kept believing, you kept loving, you kept forgiving. And now, I am rewarding your endurance. You no longer need to chase love. Love will come to your door, led by my hand, not to take from you, but to reflect what I have already planted within you. You are not waiting for rescue. You are standing in revelation. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not forgotten. You are chosen for this moment. When tomorrow comes, walk in peace. Dress yourself in lightness, not fear. Smile, even if your hands tremble. And when you open that door, know that heaven stands with you. I will be there in the air you breathe, in the calm between your heartbeats. You don't need to perform. You don't need to prove anything. Just be the version of you that I created, whole, radiant, beautifully scarred, and stronger than ever. This is the woman I've prepared. This is the heart I'm proud of. This is the moment I have written. Tomorrow is not just another day. It is a chapter of destiny opening before your eyes. When you hear the knock, remember, it's not just a man standing at your door. It's an answer. It's a promise kept. It's me, fulfilling what I said I would do. So breathe, my child. Smile through the tears and open the door, because this time it's divine, my child. You have walked through storms that should have broken you. You've faced nights where your heart whispered, I can't take any more. But here you are, still breathing, still standing, still holding on. Do you know why? Because you were never walking alone. I was there in every tear that fell quietly when no one saw. I was the whisper that told you to rest when your mind was screaming to give up. I was the strength beneath your trembling hands. I was your shelter, even when you didn't see me. You have felt exposed, unprotected, like the world was closing in on all sides. But listen closely, child. My protection has never failed you. You've been surrounded, not by chance, not by luck, but by divine covering. Those doors that slammed in your face, that rejection you didn't understand, that friendship that ended suddenly, they weren't punishments, they were protection. I saw what you couldn't see. I heard conversations you weren't meant to hear, and I moved you out of the way before harm could find you. You asked, God, why did you take that away from me? And I answered, because it wasn't safe for you. Sometimes my love looks like silence. Sometimes it looks like loss, but it's always protection. Child, you think you lost something, but I tell you, you were saved from something. What looked like delay was divine redirection. What felt like abandonment was me carrying you away from danger you didn't recognize. You were asking for blessings, and I was giving you safety. You wanted quick answers, and I was building lasting foundations. You cried for open doors, and I was closing the ones that would have destroyed your peace. Hear me now. You are surrounded by angels. Every step you take, every road you travel, my presence walks before you. There are battles you never even knew existed because I fought them while you were asleep. There are arrows that never reached you because I stopped them midair. There are people who planned your downfall, and yet here you are, rising again. Don't let fear convince you otherwise. You are protected not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. When you walk into uncertain rooms, I walk before you. When you step into a new season, I stand beside you. And when you feel weak and afraid, I stand behind you, shielding you from what you cannot see. That's my promise. That's my protection. That's my love. There will come moments where it feels like I'm distant, but I am never gone, even in silence. I am working, even in stillness. I am guarding your soul. You think your life is falling apart, but it's actually falling into place because I am the God who turns detours into directions, who turns breakdowns into breakthroughs, who turns fear into faith. And I want you to hear me clearly. You're entering a season where my guidance will become undeniable. You've been praying for clarity. You've been saying, Lord, show me what to do next. And I'm answering not with a map, but with a light. I will show you just enough to take the next step. I won't reveal everything at once because faith grows in the unknown. You don't need to understand the whole path. You just need to trust the one who walks it with you. You've been worried about missing my will, but you can't miss what I've already marked as yours. My plan is not fragile. My timing is not late. My purpose for you is still alive, even when you feel lost. When you're unsure, pause and breathe. Ask me for peace, because peace will be your compass. I don't guide through confusion. I guide through calm. If your spirit feels heavy, don't rush. If your heart feels restless, don't move yet. But when your soul feels still, even if the way looks strange, that's me saying, go now. Child, my guidance doesn't always look like a voice. Sometimes it looks like a closed door, a delay, a discomfort that won't leave. Sometimes it looks like a sudden peace in the middle of uncertainty. That's me. That's how I speak. Trust that I am leading you not to pain, but to purpose. Even your detours were part of my direction. Every setback was set up for the greater calling. You haven't wasted time. You've been in training. I see your heart. You've been asking me, God, when will I see the fruit of all this faith? And I say to you now, the season of revelation is coming. You will understand why it had to be this way. You will look back and realize I never left you for a second. Every sleepless night will make sense. Every tear you shed was counted, stored, and redeemed. Every unanswered prayer will suddenly connect into a pattern of protection. You've walked through fire, but it didn't consume you. You've faced storms, but they purifying you. You've been tested, but not forsaken, because I have been your shield, invisible, but unbreakable. There were people who thought you were weak, but I was using your silence to display my strength. There were moments where you thought, God, I can't do this anymore. And I whispered, yes, you can, because I'm doing it with you. Every time you stumbled, grace caught you. Every time you doubted, mercy covered you. Every time you felt lost, love led you back home. And now listen, the storm is settling. You're stepping into a new chapter, one guided by my hand and guarded by my angels. This is not a coincidence. This is divine timing. There will be signs, small ones at first. You'll notice peace in places that once caused you pain. You'll meet people who feel like reminders of hope. You'll find opportunities you didn't chase. They'll find you. That's me rearranging everything for your good. You'll wake up one morning and realize you no longer fear what's ahead. You'll start to feel stronger, not because everything is easy, but because you've finally learned that you're protected. Always. You will not be shaken by rumors. You'll not be broken by losses. You will not be overcome by evil, because I am with you. My rod and my staff, they comfort you. My angels encamp around you. My word defends you like armor. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No darkness can outlast my light. No enemy can outrun my plan. Your protection is not just physical, it is spiritual, emotional, divine. I'm guarding your mind from fear, your heart from bitterness, and your path from destruction. Every time you say amen, you activate heaven's army around you. Every time you speak faith instead of fear, light pushes back darkness. Every time you trust me, I move mountains you don't even see. So, child, rest tonight. You don't have to worry about who's against you, because I've already gone before you. You don't have to control everything, because I've already written the ending. When you can't trace my hand, trust my heart. When you can't see my plan, remember my promise. I will never leave you nor forsake you. You are not forgotten. You are not unguarded. You are not walking blind. You are surrounded by light, even when all you see is darkness. And when fear tries to speak louder than faith, remind yourself, God is with me. God is my protection. God is my guide. Let me end this message with a prayer over you. Heavenly Father, I thank you for the one reading this now. Wrap them in your divine covering. Where there is fear, bring peace. Where there is confusion, bring clarity. Where there is weakness, pour strength. Protect their home, their heart, their future. Let every weapon formed against them be broken before it begins. Place angels at their doorposts, peace in their thoughts, and faith that outlasts every storm. Guide their steps with wisdom. Keep them from traps they cannot see. And when they feel lost, remind them that you are still leading the way. Thank you for being their constant defender, their gentle guide, their unshakable refuge. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Now take a breath. Child, you made it this far, and that's proof that divine protection is real. You didn't survive by accident. You were sustained by purpose. So walk forward calm, confident, and covered, because heaven is still watching over you. And no matter what tomorrow brings, you are safe in the hands of God. Type 111 if you receive this divine protection message today. Comment, God is guiding me, to affirm your trust in His plan. And if this word touched your heart, share it so someone else can be reminded that they're not walking alone.